Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So, Jace and Dedeker, it's the end of the week again. Almost. We're so close. We're so close. How are y'all doing today?
Almost there.
Yeah.
I'm good. I have to lay some facts on you, which is that this is going to be my last DBS in the Northern Hemisphere for a little while.
No, you have one more.
Wait, no. Second to last.
I thought that you're having one more.
Second to last.
Yeah.
Second to last DBS in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
In just 2 more DBSs, I'll be drinking at 10 in the morning in Australia.
Yep.
And it'll be great.
It is, I do like that idea of using DBSs as a measurement of time. It's like, oh, how many DBSs ago is that? How many DBSs in the future will that be?
How many DBSs do we have left? Yeah.
Speaking of that, this is our third to last episode of Isiah.
Wow.
Yeah. So just 2 more episodes of Isiah after this. Very exciting.
I thought we only had 2, including this, but we don't. That's okay. Yay.
And last time is when we started Trito, Isiah.
Okay.
So now we're solidly in Trito, Isiah town. So
cool.
We'll see what that's about. If it feels any different.
It's home stretch, people.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
It's exciting stuff.
Home stretch. We can do it.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Yeah.
Is Jeremiah as long as Isiah?
Let's see. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Isiah ended up taking us 37 episodes.
Wow.
And Jeremiah, it will be an equal number of episodes. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe he will be a little bit more understandable. I don't know.
But he's a bullfrog.
He is a bullfrog.
The precedence is already set for not understanding a word that he said.
That is true.
But we will help him drink his wine.
But he was a good friend of mine, so
yes,
we're gonna love him regardless. It'll be good.
Yes.
We're pals.
There will be wine drinking. Yes.
Yeah. So it's fewer chapters. I don't know about total number of words or verses, but at least the way that we have it split up, it's going to be the same number of episodes as Isiah was. And I'm looking ahead and seeing that there's going to be a couple episodes where we only do 1 chapter in the whole episode.
Whoa.
So they're probably some beefy chapters, unless we look ahead and we're like, you know what? We can do this in fewer episodes. Maybe we'll condense it a little bit. But this is what we have from our reading plan that we've adapted and changed the order of. And, we're kind of sort of free jazz.
We're loosey-goosing this. That goose is very loose at this point.
Incredibly
Brady
loose.
in the chat is saying we're going to need to cast like a very bullfroggy actor to play Jeremiah. So we need to start thinking about that, about who is the most bullfrog adjacent actor or actress that we might
could cast Mitch McConnell.
Ooh, but do we want to cast Mitch McConnell?
I'm just 100% kidding. I'm totally...
I don't want us to get so wrapped up in like whether or not we could do it that we don't think about whether or not we should do it.
You're absolutely right, Dedeker. You're absolutely right.
But unfortunately, we have already cast Jeff Goldblum in something else, I think.
Why would we was he a bullfrog ever?
No, because Dedeker was making a Jurassic Park reference to Ian Malcolm.
No, don't you even worry about it.
He's not a bullfrog.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't even...
Brian Blessed is a good suggestion. We just got that from Dan in the chat.
Okay.
Brian Blessed would be pretty good.
Okay.
I think we need to know a little bit more about who Jeremiah even is, what he does, what he's all about before we can make any final decisions. But I'm really into this kind of, we're getting agents' phone numbers. We're going to have our people talk to their people, get a short list together.
Totally.
You know how it goes.
There's rumors.
This is how
there's rumors.
Yeah, there's rumors. This is how we sling movies in this year-old entertainment industry that the 3 of us are definitely a part of.
Key players, I would say. Movers and shakers in this world of entertainment industry.
We're like in it, but we're like on the edges of it, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, we got a star-studded cast in our movie.
That's true.
It's going to be, I mean, not just movie. We've established this is a movie and various TV shows and theater productions. This is a whole
shebang,
whole kind of franchise. Yeah.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big.
Yeah.
Don't you even worry.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay, but let's bring it back because we got to talk about what we're currently working on, which is Isiah.
Yes.
We're almost there. So last week, I remember that there was another Jesus proclamation, allegedly.
A potential prophecy.
A prophecy, yeah. Like, Jesus is coming. He's coming.
Uh-huh. Do you remember anything else about the details of that? Kind of what the content of the prophecy was?
He was like an unattractive boy.
Right. This prophecy was very clear about him not being a looker, and everyone just like curses when they see his face. They just hate it.
Yeah, I don't think that is what happened eventually, because he had like an entourage. He had an entourage. He at least needed to be super charismatic to have a big entourage like he had.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, from what we read, I'm actually surprised that anyone decided that was a Jesus prophecy back in the day, but what do I know? Maybe history has changed. Or maybe we've just retroactively decided that Jesus was hot and that really he wasn't.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Besides that, what else? There were eunuchs involved, it looks like.
Yeah, gotta have those.
Yeah, we mentioned some eunuchry. Yeah, everyone loves a good eunuch.
Yeah. Do y'all remember anything else?
I think you covered it.
Cool. That was
I think you got, those are the important points.
That was all that happened. That was important.
That's all.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
all right.
That's all.
Yeah. What are we all drinking today?
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what you're drinking, Jace, because it's pretty.
Well, yeah. So this is a drink that I came up with the other day, purely based on the name first, and then I figured out how to make it. This is called Bullet the Blue Sky, and it's bullet bourbon with blue curacao, and then filled the rest of the way with berry liqueur to kind of cut it a little bit, because this is like a tall glass, and that much blue curacao would just be too much sugar. It'd be gross.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a delightful drink, and it's called Bullet the Blue Sky because it's blue and has bullet in it.
Bullet bourbon.
And it's named after a song by U2.
Got it.
From Joshua Tree. There's a song called Bullet the Blue Sky, which is...
Oh, that's cute.
One of U2's most overtly political songs, actually.
Oh.
It was sort of a song they wrote after a trip to Nicaragua and El Salvador, specifically protesting like the United States' military conflicts and stuff in the area, and like the trouble they were causing for the local people. So anyway,
that sounds about right. That's good.
It's a very intense song. Has a super intense, super long, very intense guitar solo, and it's just like very dark and kind of yelly and very different from a lot of other U2 songs. Definitely worth checking it out.
That's very cool. Beautiful drink. All right, what are you drinking, Dedeker?
I also have a colorful drink today.
Oh.
It's not as elaborate as Jace's, though. I'm just having some Okinawan awamori mixed with a hajikite melon soda.
And that's what's giving it the green?
Yeah, that's what's giving it this nice green flavor and color. I don't know if you know, melon is definitely one of the more political of flavors.
Good.
Also
For
very
what
politically
reason?
intense.
Political flavor?
For the reason of making a joke based off of Jace's talking about this political song, and now I've had to explain the joke and now it's ruined. So tell us about...
Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
Tell us about your drink, Emily.
No, I thought that maybe in Japan, like melons were political in some fashion, and
everyone's logging into iTunes and changing their reviews to be like, I used to love this show, and then they explained too many jokes, and now I hate it.
Okay, well, sorry. I got it now, but I just thought that maybe the melon was like political in Japan. Whatever. It's fine. Anyways, I also have a colorful drink. This is a purple drink. I went back to my fun butterfly pea flower.
Oh, yeah.
The dang butterflies peeing all over the place. Yeah.
Butterfly pea, yeah.
Yeah, no, but this is like a butterfly pea lemonade, so purple lemonade. It's really lovely because the butterfly pea will change color as you put it in, because when I put like hot water to make the pea flower get this really dark blue color, and then when I poured it on top of the lemon and vodka mixture, it turned purple.
Whoa.
So it's,
nice.
Yeah, kind of like a litmus strip thing because it changes based off of the pH of whatever thing.
So it's like a thing that you pee on.
Correct.
And it's also called butterfly pee. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
There you
that's
go.
Perfect.
It's lovely.
I love it.
Tasty.
Amazing. All right. Is it time to get into this?
Yes.
Please.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Correct. Okay. Today, we're continuing on with Isaiah. We're in Trito Isaiah now, everybody.
Yes, we are.
For these next 2 more episodes after this one. So this today is Isaiah chapters 57 and 59. And then we're going to be doing Psalms 23 and 24 at the end. As we get started, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us or you can listen while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, Isaiah 57. The righteous perishes, and no man lays it to heart. And merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. He enters into peace. They rest in their beds, each one who walks in his uprightness. But draw near here, you sons of the sorceress, the seed of the adulterer and the prostitute. Against whom do you sport yourselves? Against whom?
I'm 10 times more excited than when you first started reading. This is great.
Is this God again who's talking?
I think this one just might be Isaiah right now, but I don't know for
interesting.
sure. I don't know for sure.
Wow.
I'm more
He's
interested
been really
in knowing...
like anti-woman for a while. Just saying.
Anti-woman, anti-sorcerer, anti-prostitute, yeah.
Anti-witch.
Anti-witch,
Yeah.
anti-wizard.
Yeah.
Against whom do you sport yourselves? Against whom make you a wide mouth and put out the tongue?
Wait, no, a wide mouth.
Like a jack-o'-lantern? No.
Emily opened up her mouth. like pulling up the side of your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Aren't you children of disobedience? A seed of falsehood, you who inflame yourselves among the oaks, under every green tree, who kill the children in the valleys, under the clefts of the rocks? I wonder who he's talking to at this point.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
I think we'll find
What's
out.
happening?
Just gotta keep
We'll
on
see,
rolling.
yeah.
Keep on rolling.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Among the smooth stones of the valley is your portion. They are your lot. Even to them have you poured a drink offering. You have offered an offering. Shall I be appeased for these things? On a high and lofty mountain have you set your bed. There also you went up to offer sacrifice. Behind the doors and the posts have you set up your memorial, for you have uncovered yourself to another than me, and are gone up.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Does that mean that Isaiah
Is sleeping with everybody?
doing the nasty? What's happening?
Well, I don't know
maybe
about
this is
him doing the
Isaiah
nasty.
now. Yeah.
Okay, we can deconstruct. He's jealous about someone exposing themselves to someone other than him. That's what we know. And maybe a son of a sorcerer
Maybe
is
this
involved.
is... Do you think this might be Yahweh, actually? I think it might be.
Wait,
I think this is...
what if it was Isaiah talking to Yahweh?
Oh, no.
How dare you?
I've heard you cavorting with this Jeremiah person.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, do you think the prophets get jealous of each other?
Oh, maybe.
Is Jeremiah here yet?
I have no idea. I don't know how the timeline.
Do multiple prophets happen at the same time? I forget. Because it really feels like there's one and then there's another one, and they don't do this.
Elijah
there was
and
the young
Elisha,
prophet.
Yeah.
they existed at the same time.
Yes, you're right. There was the young
Well, and
boys.
remember there was, what was it? With Elisha or Elijah, where there were like 100 prophets that all got hidden in a cave. So yeah, there can be tons of prophets at the same time.
I think being a prophet is kind of a hot thing at this time.
Maybe,
I
yeah.
think there are more prophets than are led on in the Bible. I think not every prophet gets a book of their own necessarily.
That's what I'm saying. These are the important prophets.
Yeah.
At least the
Jeremiah
successful
and
prophets.
Elijah.
Yeah.
And was Samuel a prophet?
He was a priest. He was a priest. Did he do some prophesying? Maybe.
maybe.
I don't know. He died pretty early in that 2 books that were not really written about him.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay, so you've exposed yourself to another. I think this is Yahweh talking to the peoples. I don't know if this is to Israel or if this is to the other peoples. It's a little unclear. Sometimes it feels like we're threatening other peoples. Sometimes we're threatening our own peoples. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But so you have uncovered yourself to another than me and are gone up. You have enlarged your bed and made you a covenant with them. You loved their bed where you saw it.
I'm sorry. I'm just so tickled by all this imagery. I mean, it's very Yahweh to whether he's talking to Israel or to another people or another land. It's very common for him to go into this direction of like, you whore, essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so not surprising. Probably Yahweh. This whole thing of like, you've made your bed bigger is an interesting direction to take it in.
Yeah. It is surprising.
Yeah, I'm like, so God is polyamorous.
No,
Well,
God is definitely not, Emily.
No, we're learning here that God hates king-size beds. Maybe even hates queen-size beds. He's like, if you could sleep on single futons, that would be my preference.
Now, we've been here before, because I feel like if we recall, is it back in Exodus or Leviticus somewhere, there was, was it Og? Og, the king of Bashan, who had the huge bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that was necessary for his girth.
Yeah.
For his size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just went and checked in the Message Bible here. And of course, you know how Eugene is. What would you predict from Eugene? Because he loves this kind of stuff.
Okay, I predict, what would Eugene say? Something to the effect of, you have upgraded to a California king, and just like a California whore, you're inviting everyone over and showing yourself, your private parts to everyone, and I, Yahweh, do not like it.
Okay.
How close am I?
Okay, I mean, you've kind of lost the thread a little bit.
I think that's a bit much, Dedeker, but like, okay.
But sometimes Eugene surprises you.
Sometimes Eugene does surprise you. That's true.
Kind of, but it's like in the vein of what we just read. It's fine.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, go.
Let's hear it.
Okay, what it is, it's that Eugene loves sex and religion. So it's that.
So yes.
Oh, so he says your sex and religion bed.
So he says, yes, I'm going back a little bit. You take stones from the creek and set up your sex and religion shrines. You've chosen your fate. Your worship will be your doom. You've climbed a high mountain to practice your foul sex and death religion.
Wow.
Behind closed... Yeah, serious.
What is a sex and death religion?
It's what people were into at the time.
Cool.
Behind closed doors, you assemble your precious gods and goddesses. Deserting me, you've gone all out, stripped down and made your bed your place of worship. You've climbed into bed with the, quote, sacred whores and loved every minute of it, adoring every
Dedeker wasn't
curve
that far
I was not that far off. He dropped the W word.
Every curve of their naked bodies?
He did. Yeah, you've adoring every curve of their naked bodies.
Gracious, Eugene.
You anoint your king god with ointments and lavish perfumes on yourselves.
Just go nuts with the
just
perfumes.
that he Eugene has this knack for really making all the sexy stuff like a lot sexier.
Good job. I mean,
it's like he's writing this book and he's like, oh my God, I'm just like desperate for something even remotely sexy. And then when it comes along, he just really leans into it.
Perhaps he wanted to be like an erotic fiction writer in a different life.
I was going to say, maybe he did write it under a pen name or something. He wrote like romance novels or something.
That was his first
Gotta
love.
blow that one wide open.
And then the Bible. I don't know. It's,
Yeah.
Go from one to the other.
Could be. Yeah. I think it makes sense.
Where indeed.
Okay, right. Where did I leave off? Right. You loved their bed where you saw it. That weird line. You went to the king with oil and did increase your perfumes and did send your ambassadors far off and did debase yourselves even to Sheol.
Dang.
You were wearied with the length of your way, yet you didn't say, it is in vain. You found a reviving of your strength, therefore you weren't faint. Of whom have you been afraid and in fear?
All the sex made them stronger and
yeah, that's good.
More excited and virile, yes.
Yeah. Of whom have you been afraid and in fear, that you lie and have not remembered me, nor laid it to your heart? Haven't I held my peace, even of long time, and you don't fear me? I will declare your righteousness, and as for your works, they shall not profit you. When you cry, let those who have gathered deliver you, but the wind shall take them. A breath shall carry them all away. But he who takes refuge in me shall possess the land and shall inherit my holy mountain. Wink.
That was a euphemism. Take a drink, everyone.
Yeah, take a drink for that. He will say, cast up, prepare the way, take up the stumbling block out of the way of my people. For thus says the high and lofty one who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also who is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite. Just kind of looping back on ourselves with that statement there. For I will not contend forever, neither will I be always angry. Oh, that's good.
Thank goodness.
For the spirit would faint before me, and the souls who I have made. For the iniquity of his covetousness was I angry, and struck him. I hid my face and was angry. And he went on backsliding in the way of his heart. I have seen his ways, and will heal him. I will lead him also, and restore comforts to him and to his mourners.
Question. Last time...
Yes.
I thought that we read a chapter where he was like, I will never be angry again.
Oh, yeah.
I love you all. So, I'm sorry, but like, it took him one other chapter or something for him to be like, well,
although
I'm angry about all of these things.
That is a good point that you bring up, though.
Yeah.
Because here, though, we've spent the first half of this chapter outlining like how terrible y'all have been.
As usual.
But he is saying again here, but I'm not going to punish you for that, essentially. Like, I've seen his ways and will heal him and will lead him also. So maybe we actually...
So it's a continuation.
I think it's a continuation of that same kind of sentiment from before. Which makes sense, because this is Trito Isiah now, who started that last chapter.
I want to take bets on how long this is going to last.
Okay. Oh, until Yahweh gets mad again?
Is it going to get angry in the next 3 episodes, including this one?
I was going to say the next 3 verses. Come on now.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Okay. All right.
At least by the end of this freaking book, he's going to get very PO'd again. Very.
Okay.
I don't think he will. I'm going to say, I'll take your bet.
Okay.
And I'm going to say he might complain some, but he's not going to punish Israel anymore. I think the rest of this book is all going to be about Israel getting their, just desserts or something.
Hold on though. Okay. What are you defining as punishing Israel? Because sure, I think it's realistic that maybe he won't actually act on punishing Israel. I 100% believe he's going to go on another tirade talking about what he's going to do to Israel if they're bad. Like, he's going to get mad.
So I'm saying no. I don't think that's going to happen in this book anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my
bold
prediction.
Claim. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's
okay,
bold.
But Emily, you're sure before the end of this book, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the
I don't have any faith
here?
in this rock.
What are we betting on?
What are the stakes?
Yikes. Gosh, does the other have to buy the other one like a nice bottle of alcohol or something?
Oh, that works.
Done.
Sure.
Yeah,
get
that delivered.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's done. Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm almost done with this chapter. I have seen his ways and will heal him. I will lead him also and restore comforts to him and to his mourners. I create the fruit of the lips.
Whoa.
Peace.
The fruit of the lips. Mm.
Yeah, I know. That's another wink. Peace. Peace to him who is far off and to him who is near, says Yahweh, and I will heal him. But the wicked are like the troubled sea, for it can't rest, and its waters cast up mire and dirt. There is no peace, says my God, to the wicked. That's the end of the chapter.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, that was it?
Okay.
That's it.
Cool.
Great.
Okay. Great.
That was beautiful.
Okay. Who's doing 57?
Me.
Or 58, I mean.
Let's do it.
That was 57.
Yeah, it was. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, wow.
What?
Can I read you a chapter title from the New International Version?
Yes.
True fasting. True fasting.
What does that mean?
None of that fake fasting. This is true fasting.
That reminds me, like, when we all went over to...
What, Spirit Rock?
Yes, and...
Well, our meditation
that's
retreat.
the name. Spirit Rock, yes.
Gosh, Emily.
No, sorry, I was like, I do get emails from them, but Spirit Rock, yes. And I didn't really fast. Like, I would have the little bit of tasty treats that they would give us instead of really fasting.
So you're saying you were not doing true fasting?
Correct. I was fake fasting.
Okay. Well, in this chapter, you'll get to learn, perhaps, what true fasting is. To you who know true fasting.
Sean in the chat is asking if they were puppy treats, and no, they weren't. But they were like a little pudding or something. Or what were they? It
was not a pudding.
For the non-vegans, it was like a small, tiny cube of cheese. And for me, I don't know what did I eat? I had like soy milk.
They had like some miso paste that you could mix with hot water, and there were some
that
things.
was it. Yes,
yeah. I think that's what I did during the fasting was the miso paste.
Yeah.
Okay, can we please find out what true fasting actually is?
Okay. All right, here we go. Chapter 58. Cry aloud, don't spare. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. And declare to my people their disobedience, and to the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and didn't forsake the ordinance of their God. They ask me righteous judgments. They delight to draw near to God. So is he talking about a different nation?
No, I think he's talking about his peeps.
Then who the heck was he talking about a minute ago?
Maybe the way they were before?
Well, as we've learned, yes, Israel is both the most hated child of Yahweh and his favorite at the same time.
How many other children does he have?
Well, Israel's the favorite.
Yeah, maybe it's the only child thing where...
Yeah, exactly. Israel is the only child, and so he can project whatever he wants onto them.
That makes sense, yeah.
Well, he's certainly good at that. All right. Why have we fasted, say they, and you don't see? Why have we afflicted our soul, and you take no knowledge? Behold, in the day of your fast you find your own pleasure, and exact all your labors. Behold, you fast for strife and contention, and to strike with the fist of wickedness. You don't fast this day, so as to make your voice be heard on high. Is such the fast that I have chosen?
Wait, okay, which verse are you on right now?
Why are we fasting?
I'm trying to understand
5.
all this. You're on 5 now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read you a little bit of Eugene's take here, his hot take.
Okay, please, by all means.
So he's saying like that you do all the right things, whatever, but then they also complain. Why do we fast and you don't look our way? Why do we humble ourselves and you don't even notice? Well, here's why. The bottom line on your fast days is profit. You drive your employees much too hard. You fast, but at the same time you bicker and fight. You fast, but you swing a mean fist. The kind of fasting you do won't get your prayers off the ground.
Okay, yeah, come on, Jeff Bezos. Stay with the program.
Gosh.
I think he's perhaps criticizing the type of fasting they do. So maybe that's why this is about true fasting. It's like really teaching you.
Well, I want to know.
Teaching us the fundamentals here.
Yeah, that is the question. Like, what is what they're doing, not what he wants.
Did you finish verse 5
what they're doing? No, no, because you interrupted me.
Okay. Wow.
It's fine. I got it. No. Oh, no, I did. Oh, no, maybe I didn't. I'll just say it again.
Say it again.
Such the fast that I have chosen, the day for a man to afflict his soul, is it to bow down his head as a rush and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Will you call this a fast and an acceptable day to Yahweh?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. They're doing the best that they can.
Yeah, but so here's the message version of that, just continuing from where we left off.
Okay.
Do you think this is the kind of fast day I'm after? A day to show off humility, to put on a pious long face and parade around solemnly in black? Do you call that fasting? A fast day that I, God, would like? So that's kind of really criticizing the way they're currently fasting.
Awkward. Wow.
Well, it's got to be it's the heart thing, right? And this is a theme that shows up later on in the New Testament as well. It's this idea of your worship of Yahweh, or the things that you do in practicing your worship of Yahweh. The whole emphasis being it's supposed to be more about for you and your own spiritual growth and your heart, instead of, I guess, virtue signaling. to everyone else to see.
Yeah.
To make it like a big old deal about how I'm fasting.
Right.
So that's what he's
Although
upset
it's true.
about.
It is kind of like whenever someone I know does a juice cleanse, they don't shut up about it. So
it is, yeah. That's what he's saying. He's saying when you're doing a juice cleanse or when you're doing CrossFit, don't make everyone know that you're doing CrossFit or a juice cleanse. Just do it for yourself. I think that's the message here.
Mostly it's like, oh, aren't you hungry? No, I'm doing a juice cleanse. I can't eat that.
Yeah. No, it's more like every 5 minutes. It's like, wow, like I feel so different on this juice cleanse. It's like all my toxins are so cleared out. It's really amazing. You should try it. Okay. Now.
Only done one. Okay.
Verse 6 is where Yahweh is now laying out what you should do instead.
Got it. Thank goodness. Okay, here we go.
Teach us.
Isn't this the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the bands of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free.
Yeah.
And that you break every yoke. Well, this is good.
Yeah, this is great.
Isn't it to deal your bread to the hungry, and that you bring the poor who are cast out to your house? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and that you not hide yourself from your own flesh? That's interesting. What's that about?
So I guess it's like, okay, yeah, the whole point of a juice cleanse is so that you can
look good naked,
give other juices to people who don't have juices.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Right. I mean, okay, I do want to pause for just a moment to talk about, like, this is great, right? This is like when people talk about, like, the loving, kind, just God in the Bible, like, we're getting a glimpse of it right now. This is what I'm saying. I'm hoping the rest of Isaiah, these next few episodes are this Yahweh. Where he's basically saying, like, look, I'm sick of this doing your religion for show. The point of it should be canceling debts, freeing the oppressed, like releasing the yokes.
That's all good.
Feeding the homeless, housing the homeless, feeding the poor, that kind of thing.
He's still, like, got to throw in some sass, though.
I mean, yeah.
Emily's going to win this bet. She's determined to win this bet.
Dedeker, you're on the side of my bet.
Wait, hang on. Am I buying both of you alcohol, or you're both buying me alcohol? This is just me and Emily, I thought.
I put myself in the position of kind of the referee.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
The bet master.
I thought that you were at least on my side, but apparently not.
No, this is just you versus me.
I have my own opinions. I have my own opinions about what I think is going to happen, but, I got a conflict of interest. If I'm the referee, I got to stay out of it.
Right,
as Sean says in the chat, Dedeker's the house, so she's going to take 10% of whatever.
She's always going to win. At the end of the day, she's going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then shall your light break forth as the morning, and your healing shall spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of Yahweh shall be your reward. Rearward, somebody wrote. That's not right. I don't think that means...
We've talked about this before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the rear guard. Like they're make sure enemies don't sneak up behind you. Your rearward.
No, not like a literally covering your butt. It's like, you're...
But kind of, though.
But kind of literally.
Kind of. They got your back or your backside. Whatever it is, they got it.
Exactly. Cool. Nice of them. Then shall you call, and Yahweh will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, here I am. If you take away from the midst of you the yoke, the putting forth of the finger, and speaking wickedly, and if you draw out your soul to the hungry, and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall your light rise in darkness, and your obscurity be as the noonday.
Wow.
So, like, not obscure, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, and it'll be light and glorious.
Yeah, super. And Yahweh will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in dry places. Like this patch of skin right here? Like, what are... I don't know.
Like, when you're in a dry, deserty place, he's still going to be able to satisfy you,
Oh, like where I'm from. Tucson.
Like where you're from. Exactly, yes.
Yahweh
can
that he'll
make it work.
Yeah, he'll still make it work. That's cool. Hey, I just wanted to point out that Eugene, specifically in this section, when he's talking about like all the things you need to be doing, that pointing the finger part, he translates as quit blaming victims. So,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Good job, Eugene.
That's what I'm saying. This is a good...
Thank you.
It's a good Yahweh.
Good job. All right. In spite of myself, I'm on Yahweh's side this time. This time.
This time. Yeah.
All right. Yahweh will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in dry places and make strong your bones. And you shall be like a watered garden and like a spring of water whose waters don't fail. Those who shall be of you shall build the old waste places. You shall rise up the foundations of many generations, and you shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in.
Cool. That's cool. Cool name.
I think that it could sound better than that, but whatever.
Yeah.
If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call it the Sabbath of delight, and the holy of Yahweh honorable, and shall honor it, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words, then shall you delight in Yahweh, and I will make you to ride on the high places of the earth, and I will feed you with the heritage of Jacob your father, for the mouth of Yahweh has spoken.
Yeah.
Amen.
Oh, Yahweh. I'm loving Yahweh right now. This is great. The Trito Isaiah is my favorite Isaiah so far, I gotta say.
Goodness.
Yeah, because the Uno and Deutero were like yikos. Especially the Uno.
Yiko Isaiah.
Yeah.
What is the Uno? What was the Uno Isaiah called?
Proto Isaiah.
Got it. Yeah.
The Uno Isaiah. I really like that. That's good. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. Before we go on.
Need to, take a moment after that.
Yes. Okay. So John Michael asked the question in the chat, what drug is Isaiah on now, right? Because the first proto-Isaiah was
MDMA.
We assumed some sort of hallucinogen. And then the second one was weed. So the question is, what's next? I would like you all to consider that while we take a quick break before going on to the last chapter today. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break to talk about how you can support this show and help keep it coming.
Okay, we are back. Welcome back. And we are going to be diving into Isaiah chapter 59. Behold,
Whoa.
Yahweh's hand is not shortened that it can't save, neither his ear heavy that it can't hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hidden his face from you so that he will not hear. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue mutters wickedness. None sues in righteousness, and none pleads in truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. They hatch.
All I'm saying is he sounds pissed again. Just saying.
I'm just saying, just wait for it though. Is he going to punish or not? That's the criteria.
Okay, right now, yeah, he's just a little critical.
A little.
Coming across as a little harsh.
A little harsh.
It's like back and forth with this guy.
But okay.
He gives you not a compliment sandwich, because the sandwich part is the mean part.
I see. The bread is the criticism.
Yeah.
With a little bit of compliment in the middle.
Correct.
Like a tiny bit of, okay.
I mean, okay, we'll see. I'm just loving that everyone in the chat is talking about the Archipelago Sandwich Pub having nice shores and just it's great.
In Santa Monica. We're going to put it out there.
$1 million idea.
Beautiful.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's how we're going to retire from
agree.
a Bible study podcast.
Sweet.
It'll be all over Vanity
this
Fair.
podcast isn't going to do it. But Archipelago Sandwich Pub, now that's going to make us some money.
Might.
Absolutely.
Just might. They hatch adder's eggs and weave the spider's web. He who eats of their eggs dies.
Whoa.
Oh no.
And that which is crushed breaks out into a viper.
Beautiful.
Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Desolation and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they don't know, and there is no justice in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whoever goes therein does not know peace. Therefore is justice far from us. Neither does righteousness overtake us. We look for light, but behold, darkness. for brightness, but we walk in obscurity. We grope for the wall like the blind. Yes, we grope as those who have no eyes.
No eyes?
We stumble. No eyes.
No Somehow eyes. They were
None
plucked out like in Kill Bill 2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yes.
Cool.
We stumble at noonday as in the twilight. Among those who are lusty, we are as dead men.
I'm sorry. Did you...
What's Eugene got to say about that section?
Dead men.
Walking among those who are lusty?
We are as dead men.
Okay. Let's see. Like the blind, we inch along a wall, groping eyeless in the dark. We shuffle our way in broad daylight like the dead, but somehow walking. Some might even call us the Walking Dead.
Correct.
I've made up that last line. I made up that part there.
That would be...
My heart hoped that it was Eugene.
Yeah.
When did The Walking Dead come out? And when did this come out?
After Eugene. Well after Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene in like the early 90s. That's kind of where I see him falling.
Yes. I think he started working on this probably in the 80s, early 90s, but it wasn't published till the early 2000s.
Yeah. Still predating The Walking Dead.
Got it.
We roar all like bears.
Rawr.
And moan sore like doves.
But like moaning.
We look...
like...
Okay.
Dedeker, you can't look shrill.
Yes, I can. I just didn't want to. I just wanted more of a moan.
Yeah, okay.
More of a moan. I will lip trill all over your face after this podcast is done. Okay. I'm not going to do it straight into my microphone and make our editor all mad at us. Okay, can I please keep reading the Bible?
Wait, Emily, when you make a dove sound, do you do it with a lip trill or with... Because I do it with like a rolled R.
It's a rolled R. That's what I'm saying. Dedeker can't like roll her tongue.
There.
That was better. It was kind of evaporating.
What the hell do you want from me right now?
Okay? I'm just saying it was evaporating.
So
and now that was better. Well done. Good job. Sorry.
We're so mad now.
We're a sassy bunch today. Sassy.
So mad.
Really?
Okay, we look for justice, but there is none. For salvation, but it is far off from us. For our transgressions are multiplied before you, and our sins testify against us. For our transgressions are with us. And as for our iniquities, we know them. We know them.
Oh, we know that. I thought that you were just like, we know them, so we're not even going to repeat them. I'm just going to skip over this.
No. We're going to lay out a full list, so get ready. Transgressing and denying Yahweh, and turning away from following our God, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood. Justice is turned away backward, and righteousness stands afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and uprightness can't enter. Yes, truth is lacking. And he who departs from evil makes himself a prey. Yahweh saw it.
Always.
And it displeased him, who there was no justice. He saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his own arm brought salvation to him, and his righteousness, it upheld him. He put on righteousness as a breastplate, and a helmet of salvation on his head. And he put on garments of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a mantle. This is fascinating.
This is really funny.
Because,
yeah.
Yes. No, because in the New Testament, we're going to get like the holy armor of God is a really famous, it's
what
a really famous metaphor.
Like?
So dope.
It's a metaphor. It's like,
I thought it was
breastplate of...
Like an armor set from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or something. Yes, my mom
kind of is.
Yes, Mom, yes, thank you.
It kind of is. But this is slightly different. Like the armor of God in the New Testament doesn't mention your clothing underneath, and it doesn't mention a sick ass mantle. So that's exciting.
Sick ass.
I'm really liking this.
What's a mantle?
Yeah, this is
like a mantle.
This is cool. Okay, can we recap what exactly this armor is made of? Okay, so he's dressed in righteousness,
zeal,
with salvation on his head. Is the helmet?
It's breastplate of righteousness, helmet of salvation, garments of vengeance, zeal for a mantle, which is kind of like a cape, like a wrap.
A cloak, yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. So Eugene has those as righteousness is the suit of armor, salvation is a helmet, judgment is an overcoat, and then passion is the cloak.
Wait, so he's wearing an overcoat and a cloak?
Yeah.
In Eugene's world?
Yeah, but he says...
I've seen some, Sherlock Holmes people do that.
Yeah, oh, you're right. It's totally... It's the long coat with
overcoat
with
and then
little cloak
the thing over it.
No, I get it. Yeah.
And then
the
coat is still there.
Suit of armor underneath.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Or that.
Yeah. But so instead of zeal, it's passion.
They're outrageously sweaty and smell terrible. But here we are.
According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay wrath to his adversaries. Sorry, I just got briefly
You're the
British.
most British person. Most British.
Sorry.
The most British DBS host award goes to Dedeker.
Yay. Let me try that again. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay wrath to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands, Burger Bar, he will repay recompense.
Sweet.
So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. For he will come as a rushing stream, which the breath of Yahweh drives. A Redeemer will come to Zion, and to those who turn from disobedience in Jacob, says Yahweh. As for me, this is my covenant with them, says Yahweh. My spirit, who is on you, and my words, which I have put in your mouth, shall not depart out of your mouth, nor out of the mouth of your seed, nor out of the mouth of your seed, says Yahweh,
what?
From henceforth and forever.
Your seed. Yeah. No, we all get this. Your seed, of course.
You're all seed bagel. Not going to depart out from it. Henceforth and forever, period, the end. We're done with this chapter.
Yeah, okay. Okay, just want to say, even though we outlined a lot of shitty stuff that people were doing, it's still but I'm not going to depart from you. I'm on team you.
Jace, we still have 2 more episodes of Trito Isiah.
I know. Thank you.
Just saying.
Thank you, Dedeker.
We can't call it too early.
No,
I understand that Dedeker is the house and therefore she is impartial, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? It feels like she's on my side a little bit.
I know what I believe.
I mean, I will generally assume that Dedeker is just contrary to whatever I'm thinking. So.
Oh,
come on.
I mean,
maybe.
He's not wrong.
Okay, I'm glad you at least admit it. That's good.
Okay, kids.
All right, is it time?
Okay, we have more to do. We have
okay.
a bit more.
And now it's time for Silly Psalms with DBS, the part of the show where DBS comes out and reads some psalms. Psalm 23, a psalm by David.
Duh.
Oh, this is the one.
What?
This is a super famous one. Here we go. Yahweh is my shepherd. I shall lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures.
Oh.
He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. For though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and loving kindness shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in Yahweh's house forever. I gotta be honest, that was hard to read word for word because in my mind, I know the version that I know.
Do you know the whole... Is it the NIV? The one that, everybody says, just they were able to say it?
No, I think it's the King James version.
Yeah,
it's like my cup runneth over, like that. That's like the one that's been made into all the songs. The Lord is my shepherd,
I shall not want.
Exactly.
And I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
That's all that I know.
We'll get into it more in the bonus episode.
Oh, yes. We will definitely talk about this one in the bonus.
Okay, cool. All right. Psalm 24, let's do it. The psalm by David, like all of these are. The earth is Yahweh's with its fullness, the world and those who dwell therein. Got it? For he has founded it on the seas and established it on the floods. Who may ascend to Yahweh's hill? Who may stand in his holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to falsehood and has not sworn deceitfully, he shall receive a blessing from Yahweh, righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of those who seek him, who seek your face. Even Jacob, Selah. What? That was kind of a dig on Jacob. Lift up your heads, you gates. Be lifted up, you everlasting doors. The King of Glory will come in. Who is the King of Glory? Yahweh, strong and mighty. Yahweh, mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, your gates. Yeah. Yes. Lift them up, you everlasting doors. The King of Glory will come in. Who is the King of Glory? Yahweh of hosts. He is the King of Glory. Selah.
Selah.
He is the freaking biggest hype man ever. Okay?
David is the biggest hype man for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's David's thing, right? He's like a poet and a musician, so he's a good hype man to have, right? He's going to write all these cool songs about you.
He's also a pretty good hype man for himself. If we recall, there's a lot of songs where he's like,
that's true.
Yahweh is good to me because I am just so good to him. And really, I just aspire to this perfection with Yahweh. Yeah. He notices that, and that's why he loves me and lets me win and not my enemies.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Okay? Listen, he knows what's up.
Yeah, he does know what's up. It's true.
Okay.
All right,
kids.
Should we bring this home?
Yes, it is time to bring it home. Everyone who is listening, we would absolutely love to have you join us at our live shows. You can go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live to get more information about that. Emily, take us home.
Thank you for joining us for Bible Study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including ad-free episodes, early releases, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Biblecast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Jace Lindgren, Dedeker Winston, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book club. He's got a history of skimming past all the pages of ageless confessional